earlier on Minecraft Episode 0, Hardcore 1000 Tales Edition. Well, I mean, basically, not a whole lot happened. I spawned on an island, we found a nice little tower over there. There was, some treasure under there. And what I pretty much did was, chop down a local oak tree. Oak is, pretty nice wood. And then I went over, built a nice little boat, and I soared on over to the island because that's where I saw a base. All right, well, let's begin. Episode 1. And do we have a good one for y'all today? Now, of course, we gotta make this as smooth as possible. So we turn that render distance on down low. Low as me hitting the ground and getting mad and breaking up the beach. And a little bit of the side of the mountain too. But those pumpkins, they were mean mugging me, so we might need to get rid of these guys. And I may or may not have destroyed another local pumpkin patch. What pumpkin patch? Onto the chest, though. 6 obsidian, and look at this armor. I was just blown away. And look at this sugarcane. A 3 stack of sugarcane that is almost 100% found in the wild. Almost. That's what makes it unique. Now, this chest wasn't too much, but it was getting kind of late in the day, and you're like, late in the day? Didn't we just start episode 1? Yeah, well, the teaser trailer took a little bit of, a little bit of time. So, yeah, episode 1 is done. Thank y'all for watching. See y'all next week. Now, I am kidding, of course. Now, the next chest has some good iron. I was pretty pleased, but I was ready to go out and adventure out on the edge of the village. After grabbing some local green, I decided to go into a cave, which looked quite suspicious. After realizing that this is hardcore, I promptly turned around and wanted to get back to the village to plant the green on the ground. Now, after getting back to the village, of course, what are we doing? Planting the green. Now, after the green's planted, we do need to go and get a few more of the resources around the village. Wasn't much in this chest, but they were hiding some things above us. Now, in this one, I was quite pleased because we did get some more iron and some horse armor. After discovering they had some armor stands, I decided to, hit myself with the fire. Now, after that, I do decide to consolidate everything and put it all together. I was quite pleased having some armor stands here, and these could be used for the future. Hint, that might be foreshadowing. Now it's time to go up the hill and see if we can't find any more treasure in this area. Now looking to the first chest, turns out, no. However, upon noticing a second mountain, I decided to go up and find a cartography table. I was overjoyed with the maps that were here. These are great, especially for exploring. Next, I take a local pig and try to take him down with me. However, upon tumbling down, he did too. Mr. Porker did seem to be fine, and after putting them in their hole, they smiled for a nice picture. After that, I destroyed a couple blocks thinking they could stay there forever. We'll soon find enough, if that is true. After heading back into the town, I decided to go ahead and do some farming. I was lucky that the local farmer hadn't already extracted this place for some of the resources that it contained. Then I decided maybe I should go ahead and clean this area and conduct a farm of my own. It's about time anyway, being on day 2. Speaking of day 2, however, once I decided to finally make some tools, I realized embarrassingly I had no cobblestone. After constructing a wooden pick, I decided to go ahead and make a mine shaft going down. After going down the town, I decided why not link it up with the local area here and continue it with the road. After having extracted some of the resources, I was hearing some noise come from behind me. Some darn kids seemed like they were playing. After I turned around to go yell at them, magically one seemed to burst into an adult. Having been surprised at my newfound powers at yelling at kids and turning them to adults, I decided to extract a few more cobblestone out before I continue on the rest of my journey. Can you smell that? Yet another successful day, Minecraft. Now, day 3 began with me trying to create a bit of the farm. After I finally got my tools, I decided it was time to make use of them. I had some potatoes from scouring through some of the chests, and I also do have some wheat seeds that I can put down. After the farm is nice and complete, I decide it's time for us to put some of our tools away. However, let's make a map. After touching it down and getting some additional paper in here to try to increase the size of the map as much as I could, we now have ourselves our first official Minecraft map. It's not as big as it can be, as we need some more green. However, before then, I decided to get a sense of adventure. My nose starts tingling, and I decided to make an axe as well as a shovel. I make a few more tools, and before setting off, I decide let's go back to where this all began. If you've seen the trailer, you'll know that I spotted quite a few points of interest. However, in order to get there, we must once again set out on the sea. I decided to throw away my old pick as it was no longer useful to me. Now, once on the sea, we've spotted what appears to be a rune portal. The gold could be interesting once I get into the actual portal itself, but for now, let's go over here. While you may think that I was going to go attack these people, I however love to go deep sea diving. These areas are great for finding diamonds in the very beginning, which are very easy to get. However, after going down, all I seemed to find was some fish. Even after looking some more and hearing some fish come down again, just some fish. I did grow a little hungry and did wish that it was grilled fish, however, after wondering about the grilled fish, I hear my first friend in this world. However, don't mistake it, as these men don't like to be peered in the eyes. Quite like Medusa. Stare into their eyes and you're gonna have a bad time. However, in the rest of this cave, we seem to find some sources of materials that we can create some torches for. Once placing the torches down, I knew it was on. Looking at him, I wielded my axe, and after one fell swoop and making sure he could not reach me, I gave him a few light taps. And after that, my first friend and enemy in this world is dead. After returning to the surface, I noticed that I've spent quite the time here. I'm not quite sure what day it is, as I feel like I've been down there forever, but something tells me that we're coming to the close of day 3. I promptly put my bed down, think about the whole day that has passed. However, as y'all know, we have some enemies just around the corner. I'm not quite ready, so I decided to get some things positioned for this fight. Placing my table down and getting a shield, this was the first step in order to fight them. However, this was also the last. After retrieving and stepping out of my boat to do it faster, my resources, I plunge in. As I approach, I realize a direct encounter might be the best idea for these people. I quickly run into their tower and patch out the door behind me. After reaching the top, I realize there's a couple bannermen. After dispatching the first one, I realize I have obtained a bad omen. I'm not quite sure where a cattle's gonna be, but I'm gonna have to find one in the future. After dispatching them and looking into the chest, they didn't have much. However, I did grab their XP orbs real quickly. After grabbing the rest of my stuff and realizing I haven't been using my map, I head down. I quickly decide to take a peek out the window and realize that's not a good idea. These guys are aimbotting and I'm gonna need to run if I really want to get out of here. However, using their dumbness, I decide to funnel them all through one little door. I quickly go ahead and dispatch the door and put my shield up. After hitting a couple of them and seeing a few run through, I decide it might be wise to just back up and let them all shoot each other. So far, so good. The plan is going awesome. However, these guys are like bunnies, and quickly they multiply. After seeing there's way too many, I decide to get... Oh no. I'm taking damage. Oh no. Oh no, I'm so low.